Yeah, dude. And Sara Price. So thank you guys for joining us today.
Yeah, no, thank you for having us. We were on time, so just technical difficulties, like I said.
Sorry, I had a meeting today, and it lasted longer than I thought it was going to last. So what's going on? What's new in the world with coronavirus affecting so many in so many places? What are you guys up to right now?
We were just talking about this, dude. Like, me and you both just won the Dakar, and unfortunately it's COVID, so we're just surviving COVID. There's no racing. It's been pretty much a sad year for us,
Yeah, it has been. No, there's like so many plans to go and do like Abu Dhabi and go to Morocco. And right now, Morocco's off, and now there might be another one in another country.
Yeah, no, I'm leaving for Spain on Monday.
Oh, dude, gnarly.
Yeah, you got left out on that one, huh?
Yeah, I'm not going to that one. I'm not going.
Better than Morocco.
That is true.
That is
true.
It's crazy, like we were just talking about. There's only 9 trophy trucks at the Baja 500.
I just saw that right now, and Robbie qualified first.
Yeah,
So,
I would
Go
hope.
figure.
Yeah. So right now, just getting ready for Dakar.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, you could say that, but I think we're all just having fun. This year's kind of a wash.
Yeah.
So.
That's what we did, like in all the meetings. I was like, dude, you won Dakar in the shittiest year you could ever have won Dakar.
Same.
Like thing that could have happened, like in all the media. They wanted us to go to New York and do all this stuff, and it's like, oh, we're not doing anything.
That
They
sucks.
wanted us to go to the White House.
Yeah.
No, we got
Right.
a NASCAR. We have fun, and then after that, we got COVID. So we're just hanging
And
out.
technically, Ricky Johnson had COVID while on stage with us.
Yeah, see, that's crazy.
Like if you
And he
actually
hugged
put it
us.
together, yeah, that's
Ugh.
never. If you actually think about that, like he got sick a week after, so that means he already had it, but he got like gnarly sick a week after,
He probably got it at King of the Hammers like the rest of us.
probably.
Yeah, I feel like King of the Hammers, everyone was sick after that.
Yeah. So what about you? What are you gonna do any more racing this year? Next year you got some exciting news.
Yeah, next year with Extreme, that's exciting. But no, not anything else this year. As of right now, it just kind of like after Vegas to Reno and the trophy truck, it was just a calm time and taking up some stunt work instead. So
Are you gonna do the Best in Desert in October?
I don't know. I never really know. It's kind of when I get the phone call. So
Yeah,
that's
that's,
always up in the air.
We're debating. I've never done that race, but like you, I didn't I went from doing a lot to I got nothing. So I was like, man,
That's
I'm
boring.
gonna go to Best in Desert and do. I've never done it. It's a 20,
Yeah,
which sounds like it'll probably be gnarly rough.
The
Yep.
Blue Water?
I don't know. It's
425, right?
no, it's 250.
At the Blue Water, right?
Yes, at the Blue Water.
Yeah, it's miserable.
Is
I've
it?
done it before. Yeah, it sucks.
Oh,
Just sand hoops. Like cupped out ones.
Yeah,
In
but
Parker?
in a truck, it might be different.
And a truck is definitely way better. Cause
Yeah.
were you on a bike? You did it on a bike?
No, in our car.
Oh,
Now
So-
my car ain't no better than your car.
yeah.
That's gonna be a long day.
So you're doing it.
Yeah.
That'd be fun, though.
Yeah, we're gonna go stay in Havasu, make a weekend out of it. Not much else. I mean, I'm gonna go to Trail Hero.
I'm going to be there, too.
You're going?
Uh-huh.
Are you gonna come?
I was supposed to, but I'm going to Spain.
Oh, that's right. Are you riding or racing?
Racing. It's like a 4-day rally.
Oh, what is it called?
Lucia.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah.
So that's the one that everyone's going to instead of Morocco.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I ain't going that. Is yours now everything you already tested? You're all good to go.
Like, what do you mean tested?
Like, well, you were just posting on Instagram for like the last 10 days.
Oh, they were longer than that.
Oh, durability.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
whatever
no,
you're
that's-
doing.
that's
Nacho's here.
Yeah, no, that's done. Nacho went home 2 weeks ago. He had to go quarantine when he got home.
He did?
Yeah, and then that's done. It was kind of a strange durability because everything was shut down. So
gnarly.
yeah,
Did you guys travel? I don't even know how you're like some different place in California every other day. Did they just you guys just go run around and just put as many miles as you can in?
yeah. Basically, that's what we do for durability. Beat ourselves up in the heat and ride motorcycles.
So gnarly. It is so gnarly.
Yeah,
That-
like he's
It's
in
not that
Glamis
bad.
when it's 110. And I'm like, wait, no, 117, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, what? Like, I'm at the river and I'm dying, and you're out in the middle.
Did you get to sleep in a tent?
Did I get to?
Yeah.
I didn't want to.
Did you?
But
Did
I
you have to?
could've.
My Allie just spent the night in Glamis.
I know.
I
I'm
saw
so
that.
stoked on that.
In the by herself, her and a girlfriend.
Practicing for the Rebel or something.
Yeah.
Right? That's
And
sick.
like the lady was like, "Well, if you say one extra day, we'll go out in like the bigger dunes so I can help teach you more like in the bigger dunes, because she's never like, everyone's like, oh, like she's driven, like never.
Yeah.
I don't even like her driving any of my stuff. And now I'm like, well, she never has. And now I'm like, well, if you're going to do it, I don't even want to be there because it's going to, she jumped my JT. That's never even left it, like fully had the thing in the air. I'm like,
This is awesome.
who told you that was okay? That's what I want to know.
Who told you it was okay?
She's like, well, my husband can fix it.
Oh God. Well, that like, I was like the savior, because we did the Rubicon and I had a wire get pinched and I thought I fixed it. Didn't get it fixed. She drove it and did one day in Ridgecrest, and then it broke, or it went into limp mode, and when it was stuck, so I like I left the beach, got in a truck and trailer, and drove all the way to Ridgecrest to give her a new Jeep.
Oh, that's a good husband.
See, that's what I'm
I
saying.
saw the post, and she
Yeah.
went from like what 37s to 40s or something.
Yeah, I had to switch. I trying to help her. Like the whole Rebel thing is, I mean, it's some parts of it are gnarly, because I was like trying to get her like, oh, maybe I'll bring my M2 for her and like she can stay in that, and they're like, no, I was like, oh, okay, like how there's any upgrade to sleeping? So they're like, no, everybody has to bring what they have, and that is it. I'm like,
Yeah, you can only bring what's in the vehicle. That's what's so cool about it, though. Like, everyone's
think?
out there roughing it. Yeah, because it's a bunch of shit. Like, because the whole rally racing, like, it's just like the Gazelles, because Allie was training back in the day. We did
Yeah.
the training class together. And so she's been interested in it for so long, and she's finally getting to do it, and now it's in, like, the States. But, yeah, you have, like, women who are, like, magazine editors doing it, and the navigation is the hardest aspect of it, you know? Like, you gotta keep the car together, but you also have to, like, know where you're going, and it's a weird form of navigation, not like you guys do. So
well, I don't know anything, but I've never been to anything with her. That's the unique thing, the compass thing. I'm like, no cap heading, no, you got to know.
They have I think they have like 20 minutes to like scope out as much area as they can before they start hitting the road. And because Heather Lewis was telling me about it, and it's freaking crazy, dude. Like every morning they got to put their phones in like a sealed case, like for the Dakar.
I heard
how
that.
You guys do it. And then they have like a ruler, a freaking
compass.
a hand compass, not with degrees.
Yes.
Yeah, dead reckoning.
And then a map, but then they have to like tape the map together, and then that's how they have to like find their route, dude. And I think it's pretty cool. It's
Which I don't know is why they don't do a male version of like, or even like
that's what I was gonna say. Why don't they make it for males? But I think it's cool because it's like, as a female, it's like their only thing, you know.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Separated from like the guys. Like the guys can't do it.
Yeah.
So the females.
Because I think you do like that type of event. Like to me, what I like about it is the fact that like first you can get a sponsor, like an OEM, and not have to go and be like, oh no, it's just tube chassis. I'm using the grill out of it. Like
Yeah.
that is different. Sorry, I'm sorry, Kyle. Oh, sorry, Kyle's texting me. I guess I'm hitting the table. He does that shit to me. But no, honestly, like for me though, like what I like about it is that like you can get OEMs involved. So like Allie has some pretty exciting news coming down the pipeline. I'm her manager. I'm helping this
team manager now.
Team manager for sure. This is a very much so of a business deal.
Are you learning something?
Yeah.
But she's got some like honestly, like we're gonna do some amazing things. I'm like, here's the deal: you just go drive and have fun. And like, do you know her co-driver at all? Carrie? Don't know her last name. Very nice lady. But anyways, Emily set it up.
Yeah, Emily's awesome. If Emily did,
yeah, Emily set the whole thing up.
it.
Yeah, that's where. And my whole thing is, I already learned in Dakar that a crappy co-driver ruins every single thing.
Yeah.
And I was like. At first, I was like, well, maybe I'll just get a friend to go out there. And I'm like, here's what I don't need. Them getting in at 10 p.m. because they're like, we had no idea. We were lost all day. So I was like, let's get somebody that has experience. And you just go out there and learn how to drive and do your own deal. It doesn't matter if you do bad or good.
Yeah.
Just go drive. But let's not get you lost at the same time.
Yeah.
Because I've been there.
That's the hardest part about Dead Reckoning, too. Like Ricky was saying, when they have to tape the map. So when you're doing your measurements and you're drawing your line, you're plotting, you have to figure out, you have to look at the map and like see like the elevation changes. You're like, do you think we can make it through that canyon? Or do you think there's going to be like a cliff there and we just added all that mileage on? Or are you going to try to route like around it, but then, you know, you might put yourself in a bad predicament where you're just like, screw it, let's just go for it. Let's just go down the cliff, you know?
Oh, that is That's like that's the aspect I like about it though, and that's what's so unique. That is a little bit different in rally, and only for me is that by the time I get there, there's already 90 pretty much a road, except for the time in Morocco when I went off a cliff. But when that mini crashed in front of me, Peter Hansel, yeah, and his wife. But you already have a road, so it's like in situations where you're like, yeah, you could be off whatever a half a kilometer or 500 meters, and then be like, you could never see anything the whole way, and be like, that could be a cliff, that could be a mountain, like rocks, like, and then you start driving around, and now your cap heading's off, or your mileage is off.
Yep.
So much to learn.
That's like another cool thing though about the Rebelle is like each point that they get to is worth different points.
They get small, just like, and they get smaller where if they don't ping it, they don't get it at all.
Yeah, and like usually the ones with more points are like in a difficult area where like you might need a Jeep or something to get up there.
Because that's what I obviously read the rule book just to make sure that I'm at least playing with the rules. And is the fact that like they have different color ratings to like you don't have to hit all the marks if you don't want. Like there is a route that will kind of take you an easier way. But then yes, if you're like, all right, we'll go figure out.
I'm feeling good. I want to go get some.
Which would be gnarly in Dakar if they ever did that. Where like I'll never forget. It was not this year, Dakar last year, but we were in a valley, and they literally took us. It was a valley, and it was a cap heading that was just slightly off, and then it was a waypoint, but it was the cap. It was literally the cap. The beacon was like only like 300 meters into the gnarliest, crappiest mountain range, and you're going like, dude, what are they doing? Like
trying to kill us.
Yeah, like exactly. And that's where it's like, dude, for me, all those little instances, like there's so many different challenges with that. I'm like, why can't they do that though? And for us in America, like, could you imagine putting all the trophy truck guys in a stock Ford Raptor and being like, all right, here, you and your badass co-driver, like, show us where to go.
You and your badass co-driver.
Right? Like, how many guys would be like, this is too, like, it's too hard.
That's why they say men aren't allowed, because they say, like, the women have, like, the mental strength and toughness of being able to get through, like, the more emotional, like, kind of situations where you're just, like, wanting to kill each other, pretty much, you and your navigator,
I've been there. I've been there, and oh, man, it's so gnarly.
Yeah.
I navigated for Casey for, like, 12 kilometers. We got lost as hell.
Yeah, so we were.
And good old
Prump. He was like, it was right when I started doing training, and I just wanted to get some navigation training in the classroom, and then we ended up going out in the desert, and he's like, I'll do it. I'll just ride with you. And then it was bad. At Y's, if you go at the wrong Y.
He was driving faster than I can, like, read my name.
What's funny is
I thought it was a marked course.
What's funny is, like, all that, he can't sit shotgun and read a map. He can ride a dirt bike. And read, but literally sitting there in a comfortable chair, and I'm like, and he was, to God, we got massively lost.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
That's what I appreciate about him, though, is like he'll hop in any seat. He just wants to like be involved and experience it.
Oh, we had a good time. That was a challenge for sure. But yeah,
lost my phone.
Oh,
that's
Dude,
right.
We were just in Utah and he lost his phone too. Like we stopped him. He had no radios in his car.
Side by sides.
Yeah, and I was like, what's the deal? And he's like, I lost my phone. I'm like, for real? Like, we're with a guided tour, too. And, like, the guy's waiting for us. And I'm like, freaking Ricky.
Did you find it?
What?
Your phone?
In Utah? Yeah. I found that one.
In your car?
Yeah. Under the seat, like, stuck against the rail.
Aaron Casada raced the Hammers in one of our Can-Ams, like, 3 or 4 years ago. And he lost his phone in the race. And a year later, we did a full prep on it and pulled the skid plates off. It had like wedged itself between the skid plate and the frame.
No way.
And we never pulled the skid plates off the cars until like you really want to do a big prep on it. And there it was, broken screen, like, but it was there. It's still in there.
That's probably where my phone is. You should probably prep that damn thing.
That's a lot of work. That is a lot of work.
It's already up for sale. Someone else has it.
Oh, no.
Phone.
I think I just totaled that one. I totaled the Can-Am like a month ago, 2 months ago.
Oh, yeah, at the Hammers.
Yeah, at the Hammers. So that one's just chilling in the corner right now with super, super sad. One day, everything needs to be replaced. That's how much damage it did. Yeah, did a good one.
And your back's feeling good?
But I got a little numb spot on my left butt cheek. I'm hoping it'll go away. They say one day it'll go away. So
all the doctors say that, dude.
right.
Just wait 3 more weeks.
So Sarah, I want to talk about that Extreme E. I think it's exciting. I think it's going to be badass, and I do think that even Kyle LeDuc being your partner, I think he is going to be a gnarly guy to be a competitor with. Are you excited for the journey?
I'm excited. I get to travel across the world, getting to like race in these really crazy areas that no one gets to race in, and then an electric vehicle with Formula E teams and IndyCar teams, like dude,
all big wigs.
Yeah, and it's like they're coming in the off-road world for the first time. So I think it's going to be everywhere too. Like just the whole, we're going to impacted environments, and like they have scientists on the ship. We're all staying on the ship. The mechanics and
by the way,
everyone.
I think that's amazing. Like that is if they did that, that's one thing I love about Dakar is that like the common area for everyone to like eat dinner together. But like you take it and confine it to a ship, it's like now you're really with everybody.
Oh yeah. Like we were even thinking like, okay, when are we gonna have like our conversations that we want to keep with the team, because we're in like a blow up tent and that's what our paddock's like, and it's like, well, it looks like we're gonna be taking a lot of walks to get away from people.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be exciting. I think it's going to be minimal time actually driving, though, like from the sounds of it. Like
it's only 5 or 7 minutes, or it's a 2 7-minute races a day for 2 days.
I think it ends up being like 4, but yeah, each person gets to do 2.
Wow, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of work.
Yeah.
Just like you're saying, it's all engineered based. Like,
and I think you can only charge his car like one time.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
you got to like play the game of like when to push hard and when not to push hard.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
that's crazy.
And so they have everything kind of like
better go
on
K1
lock.
speed, dude.
Right? Roll it on, roll it off.
Yeah.
Well, and also like there's going to be a jump, and they're going to be able to measure like our drop out of suspension, and you get an extra boost if you get like the biggest jump.
Oh,
but we aren't sure how they're going to measure it yet. So I don't know if it's going to be by like height, drop out of suspension, or if it's going to be like distance.
no way. So there's strategy behind everything.
Yeah. And then we only get so many body parts, like, or suspension parts, or any parts really, for like a day. So we can't like go out there and just destroy,
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Have you done much racing overseas?
No, only Morocco when I did the Gazelle.
Where was that race based out of in Morocco? Was it
The Sahara, Morocco, just like
Chaluka, where we go.
Yeah, it is down south.
south, yeah.
Did you get to fly in, or do you have to drive in from the top?
Man, it was it was wild. That's
Did
why
you have an 8-hour drive or like a 6-hour drive?
Yeah.
I think we were in the transporter because we had a side by side, so we weren't street legal, and we got snuck in a snowstorm in the Atlas Mountains.
Oh, okay. Did that one time.
Yep.
Been there.
And then I don't know, we were always in the car driving place to place, but yeah, that was interesting just to be able to race that rally and a whole nother way of navigating and being lost all the time.
See that's the rally that I want. That is the all women's rally though.
That's where me and Allie trained together.
Yes, that's where I wanted her to do one day.
Yeah.
Then we had kids
You
that
wanted to fly your
ruined
wife
it.
to Africa.
Huh?
You wanted to fly your wife to
I was like,
Africa.
I want to do it for the ultimate, like, oh, that could be a great challenge for her. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it could be something fun with all women, like, without having us there, like, trying to strategize it for her. And that, that's kind of where I'm like, if we go racing, that's going to ruin everything because, like, it'll turn into this whole, like, this is how you're going to go. This is how fast it is. You know what I mean? Like, it won't be fun for her because then it'll be like, you're going too slow.
Yeah.
You need to drive like this. With the women's thing, it's like, it is what it is. Like, I can't do anything. If she's not good or doesn't want to drive hard or aggressive, like, I'm not going to be in the car or on a sat radio chewing her out because I'm watching her. Like,
and that's the thing. It's not about speed. It's
Yeah.
about, like, being precise when you're navigating. It's, like, really the navigator.
Yeah.
And then the driver's like, okay, what peak you want me to do? And, like, me and Erica would be like, like, the step on, the step off, and then the triple, and, like, the top of the triple, go to that peak. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
Man.
And then
Thinking the mountains are big, giant motocross jumps.
And it worked.
That's so funny.
But then you get to, like, a ravine. Like, we stayed out in the middle of nowhere by ourselves 2 nights because we ran out of gas one day. Yeah. And then the second day, we thought we were climbing elevation.
Wait, you ran out of gas?
Yeah.
Again?
I ran out of gas on my way to Ricky's house the other day.
In your car?
Yeah,
My truck and a trailer.
Dude, from her house to get to the freeway, you pass like 2 gas stations, and she said she left her house with the gas light on.
And you're gonna just
I
stretch
wasn't
it.
paying attention. I was so distracted, like on my phone, like calling
Typical.
and talking, and I was just like, oh my god, I totally just ran out of gas right
So
now.
they ran out of gas probably because they forgot to fill up that day or the day before
Yeah.
at the rally.
That's so.
But
So
then
you
it was
slept in the desert though.
Yeah. So our checkpoint was at the bottom of a ravine, and I was like a couple hundred feet up on this cliff, and I ended up being on this, like, me and Erica were on this, like, platform. It was like, I would have to say 100 miles long. So it's like we tried going around the edge of it to try finding a way off, and it was like impossible. Like I walked probably 10 miles down canyons and back, and then our little sat thingy wasn't working. We can push a button, and it was like dark, and you can't navigate in the dark. So then we were like, they're talking to us in French, and then at that point I was like, I need Emily Miller. I need someone who talks English, please. And then finally, and it was like, yeah, you girls in a really bad spot. You're gonna have to stay the night there.
Gnarly.
And then my sleeping bag had fallen out, so I have one of those like emergency blankets that crinkle up.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Erica's like, you sound like a present.
Yeah, it's
I was like, it's freaking cold.
Oh, that's so gnarly. I have not had to do that yet, but like Mitch Guthrie and them, their team, like basically for whatever team orders they had, like they're mandated to keep going on, even though it's like checkpoints were closed. And he ended up like they got to the point where the sand dunes were so big and it was so dark outside that they had parked and slept. And he was like telling us, he's like, dude, you're just by yourself.
And quiet.
And it's super quiet, nothing going on. And you're like, dude, it's so gnarly. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, and you guys have like the sidewinder snakes out there.
Yeah, I don't.
They have like horns.
I've never even walked around in the sand before. Like I've never parked my Can-Am ever
to go walk.
Oh, take that back. I did a photo shoot one time, and I got out of the car for like 5 minutes. But I've never
like in Glamis and all that.
No, like in other countries. Like when you send the snakes
okay.
and stuff, I was like, oh, it's crazy. But I'm like, actually, I've never even got out of the car.
So the Hohens, they went to the Gazelles and they had the Range Rovers, and they all like decided to park together one night on a marathon stage to go stay on the top of one of the dunes in Marzuka, and freaking they took the air mattress out of their Range Rover. They put it on top of a dune. The next morning, they wake up and they see where a sidewinder had curled up where they were breathing off the air mattress, like right underneath her face.
Gnarly.
Yeah, you could see it like slither where it slithered away and where it went back down and all
I don't
that.
like snakes.
No, I don't like snakes.
Yeah.
I never even slept in a tent. Like I did in Morocco, and I got
Last year.
Yeah, I got terrible tent service because I didn't get the VIP wristband. I didn't even.
I have the VIP wristband. And it wasn't any better. I guarantee.
I ended up not showering for 4 days to come to find out that the showers are super nice.
Wait, what are you talking about tent service?
Because you have wristbands and it's all pre-set up. Like if you're VIP, then you get like a shower and your own bath. You get your own shower.
If you ride for Honda, you get VIP tent service.
Wait, what? You guys have this?
It was only from Morocco.
It was
for
only
one year.
What? Yeah. So
No,
we
last
had.
year.
Yeah, because it was too far from hotels, which it ended up being not too far from hotels.
No, it was just on top of a mountain.
It was just on
That's
top of a
cold.
mountain. Yeah. But we had so you have these, it's all like those.
Industrial sized tents, basically, with a whole bunch of little rooms inside of them.
So there's 4 beds per little room, and that's it. That's your deal. You go in there and you tuck up, and it's just it's aisleways like that of just. The worst is like these guys, dude, their boots and they stink so bad, and they all put their socks outside.
It must be the guys that don't wear Alpine Stars.
He honestly though, like he was out training, I don't know, like last week or something, and he's like, I haven't really showered. I'm like, well, how long's it been? Like 4 days. I'm like, you haven't done nothing? Like, you gotta at least like take some, like I put wipes in your bag. Like wipe yourself
dude,
off.
and last week we went with Jimmy up to Tonopah and camped, like dry camp.
He's so into the camping.
Yeah, and we did like a bunch of road books out of Tonopah. We went on like some of the Vegas Trino like roads that we raced on for some of the road books. Dude, so gnarly, just silty.
It was all broken down.
Yeah, but they graded it. Like they.
Oh, they did after?
Yeah, they graded the roads that we raced on, to cover up the holes.
I didn't know that.
Oh my gosh, dude, it's so gnarly right now. It's way worse after the race to ride out there than
it's all broken down and soft.
Dude, yeah, rocks can't see. Oh, it's so bad. But yeah, we dry camped for like 4 days. Pretty gnarly.
Dude, so you sleep in a tent then?
Well, I slept in a tent for 2 nights, and the other 2 nights I just slept outside on a cot.
Ricky has one of those tents you still have to pitch to, like one of the.
No.
Yeah, I don't have like a nice friggin'
When at my first year in Dakar, I never slept in it, but I was like, oh, can I get? They got all branded on them. Can I get 2 of those for?
Dude, yeah, the one that Allie was just on.
Yeah.
Dude, I want one so bad.
Yeah, you just pull inside, it literally folds in half, and then folds in half, and done. It slides in the back.
Yeah.
2 figure eights, no problem.
I tried to get her to do like a tent cot deal, so she's off the ground, but she didn't like it. I was like, she doesn't like a little confined space. I'm like, she wants a little more room to change. I'm like, no, you sit down, and it's super easy.
Change outside.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah, they're not. That's the whole girl thing. I'm learning.
Our tent was pretty like large. Ricky's seen my tent. I was really excited to use it one time, and I was like, I broke it out in the living room. I was like, check it out.
In your house.
Dude,
Where
bad.
you guys just went on a trip though? It's on UTVs.
Yeah. Bryce Canyon, Utah, like a 3-day tour.
Was it? Yeah, it was 3 days. Yeah.
It was a guided tour.
Yeah.
See, you don't have to like manage everything. You get somebody else doing all the managing for you.
It was actually
Yeah.
really bad because I just had to follow people, right? And I knew where I was going because I just didn't lose the person in front of me. Well, there was times when I wasn't paying attention and like I would turn off the radios because they're talking too much.
Dude, and I'm the only one without a radio, dude, because my Honda Talon is just bone stock. I have wheels in a cage. No radio, nothing, dude. And I'm in the back, you know.
Just cruising.
My dad, my mom, Sara, everyone's got radios but me. Next thing you know, dude, we're in some village on the highway. No one's to be seen because they all stopped and went the other direction. We're just driving around this village trying to find out where they went.
Were you by yourself?
We were lost.
Us 3.
Oh.
And I was so pissed off. I was like, what the hell? You guys have radios. Turn them on.
I was following his mom, and then his mom's lost, and I was like, oh, crap.
No
Like,
one
I don't even
at-
know where Brenda is. And then I was like, oh, there's Ricky. Maybe he knows, and he's pulled over where I am. And I'm like, oh, he has no
I'm in the back, no radio, dude, talking to my passenger, like yelling because
There was no one running in the back with the radio, like in the very back.
yeah, there was, but he didn't want to go in the dust, so he was way back there, and he made the
Oh.
turn, and we just kept going straight down this road. Next
And
thing
he
you
was-
know, we're in a village over here, and it was so bad, dude.
Yeah, it's like when you're on a guided tour, you like
Oh.
your just sense of like care is kind of like
Yeah,
it's in someone
yeah,
else's
yeah.
hands. Let's just go have fun. And yeah, we were lost quite frequently. Everyone's probably like, who brought the racers? Like this guy just won Dakar. How
we're
is
the
he
only
lost?
racers we're lost every day.
Was it fun though?
Yeah,
The area good?
The first day was all right. The second 2 days, or the last 2 days, was really good. Dude, the last day was sick. We did some badass Jeep trails.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we went
Tight-
to Lake
tight.
Powell too.
Oh, there's a camping spot up in Powell that you can like park your RVs and stuff right next to the water. Like
Yeah,
that's
I've never been to Powell, but I've heard about that.
I've heard that. I've only been once when I was like 10. I want to do a houseboat next summer, but that's for
I want to do
Same
it.
with us,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's for fun. But there's another place you can do UTV. Like you can basically camp and hang out right on the water. Then you like in the wintertime, then you can have your UTVs to go out and do like rides in that area.
That's
I don't know
cool.
about the wintertime, dude.
Wintertime?
It might be too cold.
No,
It's pretty cold.
Does it?
Yeah.
Dude, at nighttime, 2 weeks ago at nighttime, dude, it was like it was like 40 degrees.
Yeah, that is cold.
Yeah,
It's
we-
summertime.
That is cold. You know what's funny is like that's another thing that like I love, but like the first 3 nights for Allie, they're saying it's gonna be in the 30s. I'm going like, oh, it was that cold for us in Dakar, but I was in my motorhome
with the
with
working
the-
heater
Oh,
and hot water.
everybody had a heater. You just had to turn it on.
Just give her a good sleeping bag.
Oh God, it's gonna be good. No, I want to. I like those style trips. Like I want to do more of them. Sean, my co-driver for Dakar, actually, he just did one with his family in UTVs, and they ended up staying in like these cabooses that are converted into like hotel rooms or like into like their own little cottage somewhere in Utah. So like you literally go and drive UTVs all day, and then you end up at like a bunch of train cabooses.
Oh, that's like the ones we probably passed when we were like leaving so we stayed in cabins at a little RV resort, and it was really cool. And then there's a really cute little town, a coffee shop, and like 2 restaurants. But then on our way out every day, we passed the ones that got flooded, and then they got rebuilt. That's
Oh,
what
the little houses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were actually pretty cool.
There's so many areas like that. There's another one called Bar 10, High Bar or Bar 10 up in it overlooks the Colorado or overlooks the Grand Canyon. It's right past Vegas, but then off the 15, but it's like an hour east, and then but you literally stay in covered wagons that are converted into
That'd be sick.
like little hotels, but are rooms. And then there's basically one main hut that you go in and eat all your food in and everything. But you fully drive UTVs in and then stay in there, or you can basically go from like Vegas to there. Like I want to do a trip from Vegas to there to St. George, because there's a bunch of riding in there that like
Not very many people go.
no.
To.
Yeah.
And like everybody that stays in Sand Hollow, like I've been there once, but we only did one Jeep trail. That the one I want to do is go from there all the way through that whole Sand Hollow area. There's so many like epic roads, crazy epic, scenery, there's like 2 national parks up there that you can drive on the skirts in your UTV legally. It's like, oh man, that would be totally killer to go up there and do all that.
You could put boats on that lake too, huh?
And
Sand Hollow.
yes, but we went up there like in June, and that lake sells out. So they have so many lakes. It actually gets so crowded there. They're like 9 in the morning. No more boats.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
So-
Yeah.
But are you gonna go for the whole trip in Sand Hollow?
No, because I'm actually leaving for a stunt job. So I'm gonna go till the 9th, and then I'm gonna fly out from St. George to Seattle.
St. George? There's an airport?
Wait, yeah, there's a regional.
Oh. I gotta bring
I'm
it.
gonna drive there,
I'm driving.
I gotta
but
drive.
then I'm gonna send someone else home to drive my stuff.
Yeah.
How many days is this Trail Hero?
It's like 5 days.
It's so
Oh,
like,
that's a lot of side by side.
No, I'm bringing jet skis,
E-bike.
e-bike. Dude, there's some sick mountain bike. Dude, I don't mountain bike. I e-bike.
oh man.
Oh yeah, it's the only way to go. And then we're bringing.
Ricky wants to say so much about that right now.
Oh, dude, they are. Yeah, because he's all about it. They rip.
Yeah, they rip.
I'm trying, dude. I'm down 10 pounds right now because
I know. We heard you're on a diet, dude.
Dude,
You're
I had
doing
to.
good.
Arbonne.
Arbonne? Is it
Oh yeah,
Arbonne?
I'm on the. But I'm not selling it. I'm not. I just.
I'm just doing it.
I'm
not
just doing it.
selling.
I literally was like, I need to do something. I ain't doing anything. All I do is work and hang out. Like, because I have so many events in October, and I don't know what's gonna happen in November, December, or January yet. That I'm like, all right, I better like start cracking the whip now. Kind of getting ready for whatever's gonna happen.
Get ready to get ready.
Yeah.
How long have you been on it?
20 days. I started Tuesday after Labor Day weekend.
And you lost 10 pounds already?
Yeah. And true 10 pounds. And I feel better than I ever. Craziest thing about it is, I don't know if I've been waking up at 5 in the morning every day now. Just wide awake.
So I did it for.
You got to feed the goats, dude. That's why.
You got goats too?
I got 2.
Horses, goats, dogs.
Wife has the
pigs.
horse. We pay somebody to manage because, dude, I ain't doing around no horse. I got a pig, 2 goats, chickens, 2 bunnies. Yeah, every time she leaves town, I have to learn all kinds of stuff. We got a dog that needs water and food.
Got kids that need water and food.
His dog bit or attacked a bunny this morning.
Yeah, dude.
Uh,
Caught a rabbit. We should have just given it to you.
no, but
It was hurt.
but what kind of bunny? Like a
Jackrabbit.
Wild one.
Oh yeah, okay. No, I don't want none. Dude, we got little white fluffy ones.
Okay, well,
No.
this was
The
like
Easter
this was
bunny.
like a brown and white fluffy one. It was still a baby.
No,
It was cute.
I had to do the. Dude, the whole animal thing. That's the hardest part. I've never done any of that stuff. I've always been traveling.
And you're building a track for your kids.
Oh, dude, we got 2. So Mitch Payton, the owner of
Yeah.
Pro Circuit, is the.
Lives down the street from you.
Yep.
He's got a nice track.
He's got so he has a pump track that's
He has 2
full.
twins, right?
Yeah. So and his 2 boys and my boys get along excellent. Like, and my wife and Mitch's wife are like best friends. They're a super nice family. And like before COVID, never met. We knew that they lived there, but like Mitch is in his own world because he travels 40 weeks a year. And then like I was always in the same, and like my wife and his wife had their own agendas because their husbands were never home. And then when COVID hit, we started
Nothing to do.
yeah, and we started chatting, and all of a sudden, like, totally hit it off. So, like, they hang out all the time now. The boys all hang out, but he has a full pump track, fully lit, and then I have 4 acres that Mitch, because Supercross is over, Mitch gave us his tractor until he needs it, and then Randy Meninga came over, and, well, yeah, we just started. So Randy right now is building another track. He built us some roads, got us more dialed in, and he's coming back in 2 weeks, and we're building a full-blown
Like mini
one. Yeah, we're gonna do it. The goal is to make it for 110s and I want to make it so it's like 110 stretching it, and then 50s where you're like jumping it, like so the kids feel that they're landing on the backside, but then it'll have like another backside.
Safe.
That's cool.
And then when it rains, Randy's bringing us D5 or D9, and we're building a full-blown like Paris motocross track.
What?
For who?
Yeah, for my kids. And dude, Mitch Payton's kids too.
Kids
so,
are like 5.
yeah, they like it. So we're gonna build. He's like, the dirt is so good. He's like, I can build the sickest track. So Randy's gonna dial us in. We're gonna build a full-blown 110 track.
I think Casey's gonna come out of retirement.
Oh, dude, I've been ripping moto. I rolled my ankle so bad on Saturday. I got a burn because the graphics.
You rolled your ankle, but you got a burn on your knee, but you rolled your ankle.
So I rolled my ankle, but from the plastic, because you're riding shorts. Dude, I'm trying
I
to.
don't know what that's like. I'm riding shorts.
No.
No.
And wearing soft little Heely shoes, like they're all super soft sole.
Skechers.
Yeah, like I'm out there riding with all these little kids and some of the neighbors rip, and like, dude, I ain't gonna let no one beat me. You gotta go lay it down. And half of them have like upgraded suspension. My KLX 110, dude, it's
Topping out, bottoming out.
Dude,
Sometimes though, I don't think upgrading the suspension helps.
because all the little kids jump to flat. Dude,
Yeah.
I can't. My ankles cannot jump to flat anymore.
Yeah.
They
It's
li-
sketchier though, doesn't it? Like.
No, I don't. So that's why we need to build a jump where you're basically having to stretch it to clear it. But if you don't clear it, it's not going to hurt. That's right now. It's
Sounds like it's gonna hurt either way. Dude,
no.
if you're in
Well,
soft shoes.
yeah. That it happens. That happens. Kyle, you got some questions for us? So,
We got a bunch.
What?
Oh, yeah, you guys don't have a mic. Or I don't have a mic. But so, Michael wants to know, Ricky and Sara are starting a brand. You've been posting a bunch of different clothing and stuff. What's going on with that?
Yeah, we're both kind of starting a brand. We just were talking about this. It's freaking irritating, dude.
Ricky
what are
is
you
not
starting?
A businessman.
Oh, I saw your brand. You got like RB.
RICO.
Is it-
Rico.
Yeah, like a Rico. But dude, I'm so over it. It's so much.
It's work.
For him, it's
Too
stressful.
much work that I don't even know what to do.
Yeah, he's like, I just want to race and have
Like,
fun.
yeah, build a website, put some clothes on it, sell it. No, it's way more than that. So don't ever try it, anyone.
Logistics. You got to you got to have
Dude.
inventory.
You
I
gotta
haven't
be
made
able
it
to
there yet.
pack it.
Yeah, I gotta find someone to send it to the mailbox.
Make sure you're getting
dude.
it all at a good price, so you're not going backwards.
It's a lot of work, but we're doing good.
Yeah.
You have your own too now? Are you?
Yeah. So I'm coming up with. I don't know. It's just like when you have your apparel, like on your website, it's just like Sara Price. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't really care to buy other people's name stuff. So like, why would someone want to buy mine? So I'm creating Burn Fuel instead. It's kind of like a break off of that, and it's kind of like the Blake Wilkie with Shreddy. Everyone
Yeah.
knows him as Shreddy, right?
Yep.
So it's the same thing, kind of. I'm gonna kind of run with that brand, like Hoonigan, and just have fun with it, and kind of be for everyone and anyone.
Yeah, that's killer.
Yeah.
I was gonna do something like that. Like I was going that way to do that, and then when the whole Curry Enterprise thing came, I was like, "Oh, I'll just take that. It's been around for 60 years. I'll just
Yeah.
use that whole logo, and we'll sell that stuff."
You got a good thing going here, though. This is pretty incredible.
Yeah, thank you. We're trying. It's been crazy. That's where my whole focus. I don't know if Kyle told you, but like for the last all year, we've been doing a lot of this. But like I told myself that the month of September, from the 1st to the 31st of September, I'm going to work basically 16 hours a day, 6 days a week. Every single minute of every day is going to be focused on getting like more ready for 2021, just for like opportunity of growth and new business. So yeah, it's been a gnarly month. Right now it's gnarly because everybody around me is all like, I got so many meetings going on that I can't even keep up.
Yeah.
I have an assistant now, a media assistant, a media people, like his whole.
You're
He
you're way ahead of our brand, dude.
Kyle has people working for him. Like, dude, what?
That's what he was saying. He's like, I
Yeah.
kind of have my own little crew.
He
now.
has people. We have like 2 offices now. He has a full-blown media office, a full-blown studio.
People
I'm
walking
like-
around you don't know. You're like, whoa, who are
Yeah,
you?
Bruh, kinda. It's getting crazy. What's cracking?
All right, so Bo wants to know, how was Saudi? I mean, it ended really well for both of you, but how was like the culture there, like your experience?
Well, for me, good. I'm not a big. The food was very unique. I ended up eating McDonald's more than I have in my entire life. But
Yeah, there's definitely photos of you in the drive-through.
yeah, all because of
After
dinner
a
that night.
stage.
You ruined it. All got ruined because the NBC guy was sitting at dinner with us, and you're like, you and Kyle were telling stories, and then you say, "Oh, you have content of that? Oh, I'll put it on TV." We're like, "No, I didn't even want to post it." The reason I didn't want to
I
post
didn't really
it,
even want McDonald's. My co-driver did.
yeah, no, it wasn't that. It was all what I was scared about is that I got in a car accident leaving the drive-through, and some dude totaled his truck hitting my Can-Am, and I was so freaked out that I was gonna get in trouble. So I was like, "Don't post it." And then I was like, "I don't want anyone to know. I don't know."
Sounds like a him problem though, dude.
Yeah, but it was. Overall, it was super nice. Dude, the Prince was rad. I got invited to like a private dinner with the Prince one night, and we got treated nicely. Never had any like scares. No. Oh, I did have one scare. I got chased. Well, I think I got chased. Sean and I either freaked ourselves out. We had a black Suburban on the way to rest day. I had a black Suburban follow me from when we finished the stage. We had a like 100K liaison, but it was on the highway. It was getting dark into that Riad or whatever.
Yeah.
And dude, this guy, black Suburban was following us everywhere. I'm like, "Hey, watch, I'm gonna move over," and he'd move over all the way. Got off the freeway with me, and dude, like pulling. Well, you don't have this problem, but when we pulling into the bivouac, you have to get your timestamp. And dude, there was like a line of 20 cars. I fully went around,
all the way to the front,
cut them off, and just drove in. I was like, "There's a car out there following me." That was the only thing that spooked me out. But around that, oh, dude, I was great. I had a great time. It was fun.
You know, there's only like one road out there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, whether he's following you or maybe just trying to get to Riyadh.
Oh, dude. No. He got off the freeway, and followed me into the, all the way to the bivouac.
Really?
There's 3 turns. It was gnarly. It literally, if you ever see Sean, ask him. He was freaked out too.
No, Saudi was good. I liked it. It was like home. And, you know, the desert was nice. It was like kind of felt like Lucerne and like Pahrump, just not as many bushes. So I felt comfortable. And the food, like he said, was pretty unique. It was a little bit different. Like when you're rolling up on rest day and there's like a couple pigs just cooking in the parking lot. That's pretty scary. But I guess it's natural out there. So.
What?
They're watching right now.
No way. The cows text me. Remember, I don't know if you know, but right when we got there, some Navy SEALs.
Oh yeah, you told me about this.
We're all there. They took us out and took us to dinner. They're watching. That was the one asking.
Oh,
He's the one that
so cool.
when I ended up showing up to Saudi, we got invited by the Prince to go over a month before the race to just go sightseeing, and I ended up literally walking into the first hotel, and there's like some military guys, and we're like just chatting because I'm like, "Oh my gosh, there's Americans like in Saudi," and sure enough, he knew Damien from Lead Nav, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me, dude?"
Small world.
And like hit it off, and then we ended up like they came to opening ceremonies, and we're rocking the American flag, hollering when we got on stage. Like,
that's sick.
So it's pretty cool. They followed us along the whole way, so that's pretty. He's home now, so he's safe. That's cool.
That's good.
But I had a good time. So I think Saudi was. I liked the train, like you said though. It's funny looking back at it, going like, what I didn't like about Peru. What I didn't like about Peru was too much sand, too fast. Like it wasn't like there were certain days when you're like, dude. Even if we send it all day, you're going to make or break 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You're on these sections that, like, no matter what you do, you're going to do at the end of the day is, like, break 30 seconds. And, like, in Saudi, it's like, dude, some of those sections, you're like, all right, it's 40K of the nastiest rocks you've ever seen. It's like, you push it and gain 5 minutes. But if, like, you do and you get 2 flats, now you're by yourself, 100K from the finish. And now
you lose 15 minutes.
And you lose 15 minutes. It's like that to me. What I loved about it was like that aspect of challenge, like every day.
It was like comforting because we race on the bumps.
Yes.
So I think for us, it was like for us to go fast in the bumps was easier because we know how to do it. Where those guys are kind of like, oh, there's bumps. I don't want to go too fast. No,
for sure. That was I do like that aspect. When you said that, I was like, that was fun. Like that total new terrain, but. It did feel like it felt like we were driving literally everywhere we have around here.
Exactly, yeah.
So, you got anything else, Kyle?
Yeah. Jason wants to know, would you guys ever try racing WRC stage rally? So, like stuff Ken Block does.
Oh, I mean, I'll race anything.
I don't know if I'd race it, but I'd like to drive one of those cars. Sick. I
got to ride with Ken Block in his WRC car for 10 miles in a...
stage?
Yeah, it was a a test stage it was back east somewhere, so it was in the trees. It was. Have you ever been in one?
I would totally race one.
It was truly. I sat shotgun, and he knew the course. It was truly the fastest thing I've ridden in every trophy truck. I've ridden in all kinds of cars on the street.
Small wheels and small car, dude.
Well,
it's
what's
quick.
crazy is like your speeds. He's shifting, and like the car's touching the ground, like the full skid plate's touching the ground because it's just so low and it's so violent. But the stiffer it is, the faster it is, and he throws in the corners, and it's like, dude, one problem. And all those videos you see on Instagram, it's like, now you know why it's so real. Like, trophy trucks tip over or have like a end over end. But it's like these dudes, like, the thing flips 20 times and then ends up hitting a tree and folding
down
in
a
half.
cliff.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
they
like,
can go from 0 to like whatever and nothing, where like a trophy truck's going to take a
Yeah.
bit. You have to get it up there.
it was crazy. If you guys ever get the chance to just ride in one, it will blow your mind how fast they are, like, and how nimble they are.
I've been in like a makeshift one in France, like a practice one.
Oh, really?
At my old teammate Mika Medj, his house is like a WRC course, it's like 4 miles long. And I've been in one, like not a real race one. It might have been a race one in like the 90s. It wasn't like as fast as what Ken Block has, but it was pretty. It was sick. I didn't get to drive it. I just got to sit passenger in a small, tiny little seat because I don't fit. But it was cool.
We did in Abu Dhabi. We did because my brother went over there, so we rented Formula 3s, and then just so we can say that we went around the Formula 1 track.
That's cool.
Like, that was another kind of like epic speed thing.
Yeah.
What do you got, Kyle?
Mickey wants to know, Ultra 4 versus Trophy Truck, what would you rather drive, Ricky?
That's a good one. Like, could you have an Ultra 4 trophy truck?
Right.
Kind of like how Casey has.
Isn't that,
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have the best of both worlds. But,
They're still not the same, though.
No.
I'd rather drive a trophy truck just because I like to go faster. Like, rock crawling's cool, but I just don't. I'm not like a good rock crawler, so I'd probably just break all my shit.
So does that mean you're going to race hammers in a UTV next year?
Absolutely not.
Good. You don't want to just get it back looking like, I mean, basically it's junk at the end of the race because of how hard it is on equipment. Like,
No, because I don't want to
Yeah.
get stuck out there, and I don't want to have like my local friends make fun of me because I'm stuck on some.
oh, that's
bullshit
right. All your
rock.
friends would go, "What? You should race."
Yeah, he would have like the
Sounds
best pits.
expensive.
Yeah. Oh, well, you
I
get
need
back.
Honda. Like I'm gonna race your unit, so maybe I need like a lot of spare parts.
No, what you.
You need a second one.
That is so funny. You have to have just Jamie Campbell. Hey, just give me something ready, and I'll just show up and drive your car.
It would be shredded.
That would be. Anything else?
He also asked, what has been the sketchiest moment on a bike for you?
Well, I don't know. I broke my neck twice, so those are pretty sketchy. There's always sketchy moments on a dirt bike, honestly. Like if you're riding with your friends or if you're racing. Typically, if you're racing, the sketch not so much because you're like focused. Where if you ride with your friends or like driving with your friends, you tend to do stupid things. So there's definitely a lot of sketchy moments.
What about the barbed wire fence you just recently went through?
Yeah.
Arm still healing
Dude,
up from.
hey, doing road books at Vegas, Torino area in Tonopah last week. Dude, I'm going down this road. I just got the waypoint. Going down this road wide open. And I'm like, I see the posts on each side of the fence. I'm like looking. I'm like, all right, cool. It looks open. I get closer to it, dude, and I see like the top wire. Dude, full lock up, dude. Lay the bike down. My bike slides under the barbed wire fence between two posts. Dude, so gnarly. Andrew was in front of me, shut the gate.
What?
Yeah. Like, he was way ahead of me because I started last on the day. But, yeah. No, dude, shut the gate.
Yeah, I just get a picture of his bike all on barbed
No
wire. and I was
way.
like, oh.
That's so
I
gnarly.
was so mad, dude. Yeah.
Dude, that is gnarly.
Right there by, like, Miller's by pit 6. Like, the pit right out of Tonopah.
Yeah, that is gnarly.
Yeah, dude.
That's right. I didn't hit no chain link fence, but doing road books and needles, I got lost because half the road book was in private property and drove like 40 miles around barbed wire fence, going like, I gotta go that way. Like at some point it's gotta end.
On the backside of Laughlin?
Yes. No, this was on the backside going to Havasu. It was like between the highway and Havasu. He put us on some like roads, you're like, dude, and like, I'm like, I don't know where to go, but the only way, like,
40s aren't there. I need to get there.
I'm like, oh, dude, gnarly. What else you got?
So Jeremy Dorkson.
Oh,
I think
dude.
He said
Jeremy?
as one of Ricky's friends, he should definitely race King of Hammers.
I know Gerbil will be the first one to be your hype man on that one.
Yeah, Gerbil's crazy.
Full send. I could see you dropping off back door, no problem.
And what?
Oh, he watched me this year and he gave me crap about it the whole entire. He's like, you took forever to get down that. Like they were just waiting for you and you're setting up.
McGrath is behind her, like honking his horn.
I'm like, but did I roll down it?
That's
no.
true. That is true.
Dude, that's a gnarly one. That's a big freaking drop.
Dude, and what's funny is like in a UTV, how not like that. Once it goes, like you're on. There's nothing you can do.
Pray.
No,
Yeah.
and you can't even lean back at a 90-degree
yeah.
angle. You can't lean back, so like your head's going like this, trying to get it to go back.
What's funny is like I don't I will never. I don't even practice that.
I don't either.
I just Hail Mary it every
Yeah.
year, no matter what, up and down.
Dude, up would be gnarly too.
Yeah, it's better to just winch it. If you start actually calculating the time, if you bump it 3 times, it's the same as just winching it. So it's like what, and then you're
Save your equipment.
almost breaking it or
Yeah.
breaking it. So what else you got, Kyle?
Jeremy said he'll hold the rope for you on back door.
Hey, someone was trying to hold the rope, dude, and fell right on their ass.
Oh, I saw a video of it.
Yeah.
I did
Dude,
see
that
that.
guy
That's a
saw that
bad
too.
idea, though. Why would you?
Horrible.
Because once the car, it's not just gonna slide. The car's gonna,
Yeah.
fling forward. It's
Flick
like,
you.
yeah, it's gonna, you're gone. Anything else, Kyle?
So for Sarah, Michael wants to know, you sound like the busiest person ever. How do you stay so focused and on top of your program?
I call it
Busiest person ever.
what? What did he say?
Business.
This guy.
person ever.
He's like all the time. He's like, oh, I don't know anything about business. I don't know And I'm doing all the time. Get off your phone. I'm like, I'm doing business.
She's liking photos on Instagram all the time.
No.
Business.
No, but between like running my business, because now I have 12 people like painting cars for me, and then
By the way, you need to tell people that you do that. That's very impressive. I don't think anybody knows that you actually have a full-blown business going on aside from your busy schedule.
yeah, I know it's kind of like undercover, I guess. Not undercover. I don't hide it, but it's like
You don't promote it.
I don't promote it very much. I should, but then at the same time, then I have everyone like, hey, I need my car touched up, and I'm like, I don't do it, and then I'm like, I don't have time to touch up your car. Like, here's one of my people, like go to them, but then I'm in now 6 different states, so I don't have all
rad.
my people here either.
So rad.
But yeah, it's pretty, it's just kind of prioritizing your thinking in that moment. It's like when you're in business mind, you're in business mind. When you're in race mind, you're in race mind. And it's kind of like I just flip a switch for each one. And it's like, okay, what do I need to focus on at this moment or vice versa? And then the rest of it just gets forgotten in that moment.
Yeah. Same mentality.
Yeah, I'm
Especially
sure you
the-
are the same way, right?
Yeah. Same way. I know how to, I'm pretty good at turning it on and off most
Yeah.
of the time. So
Yeah.
it is crazy. Anything else, Kyle?
Jason wants to know, I heard Sara beat you, Ricky, in Utah. Is this true? I know you guys touched on it a little bit.
You guys
Jason.
raced?
Yeah.
You guys raced?
What's the last name? We didn't race.
Stilber?
Oh,
Jam and Jay.
dang. The
Yeah,
media guy. Come on, Jay.
So
How
one of these
did
days,
she beat me?
one of these days, I'm going to beat Ricky. I don't know how, but I'm in a trophy truck and he's on a bike and he still beat me at Vegas to Reno. And now I'm like, man, like I gotta figure out how to get faster to beat him in
It's a
something.
long skinny pedal on the right.
Well, you guys go riding. Do you ever go do all the gnarly single track stuff with him?
She
Okay.
hates it. dude.
No, I'm
Gnarly.
like,
It's not even gnarly. She just hates it.
okay,
I
this is
can't
what
touch
this
the
guy
ground.
said. It's not gnarly. All
I
his
can't
friends
touch
are
the
like,
ground.
oh no, definitely, it's gnarly. So I haven't even ridden for how long, and then I get a bike. I go out with him, and he goes, oh, we're gonna go like on a short ride, like 60 miles, and then like we go in. He doesn't even stop till we're like 20 or 30 miles in, and then I'm like,
Already tired?
dude. And he goes, how you doing? I was like, arm pump so bad. And then I have the new Cowie, so it's like a hydraulic clutch. You can't really feel it. So like then we're doing the single track stuff that like you have to go down hills, up hills, and I can't touch. And so I'm just
Shouldn't be
falling
riding
over.
with your feet down.
But then I'm hitting bushes and I don't have hand guards, and I never really realized you needed hand guards, and this is why, because I was a track person. And so I'm hitting bushes, it's pulling in my brakes, I'm crashing into bushes.
Hey, I talked to Cherby's, get her skid plate.
And a tank, my
Hand
bike gets left at his
guards.
house for a week. I come back and it's a full desert bike.
Yeah. You
But
dialed it in?
it's already all off. She hates
'Cause
how it looks.
Because then I
It's
got
too
him to
big.
start
It's
going
too
to the
heavy.
track.
Blah, blah, blah. She went to the track 2 times, like, oh, I can't ride a desert bike at the track.
But then he has now a motocross bike to go to the track.
2 bikes.
I
Three
think you
bikes.
have 4
Yeah.
right now.
Anyway, she hasn't rode in like 3 months. She just washed it yesterday, so that's where she
It looks
stands.
so good though, but I'm like, man, I washed it. Now if I go riding, I have to wash it again.
You gonna start riding again? Well, I go to the track with my. I'm trying to go to the track more with my kids. I go to Paris.
Let's go.
Same.
Let's start going.
I know I need to. Paris now. Star West is
State
now
Fair.
something else.
It's State Fair.
I did take him to Elsinore, and it's super funny. 6 years old, going like, Dad, the dirt here sucks. I was like, it hasn't changed. And I went there. I'm like, it's been 20 years. I've been going there for 20 years, and the dirt sucked 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It's got when it gets wet, it's slippery, and then it
Slimy,
gets.
it's not.
Then they
Hard
rip it.
pack.
When they rip it, and then
Dirt.
the track is only, it's as wide as the whole ripper.
But the good line's this
The
way.
good, and that's right. And they're like, he's funny at 6
it's
years
blue
old.
grooved.
It's blue groove, and dude. And now I got him. I got this whole mic setup thing,
Yeah,
so we can
no,
talk.
you're just
You
full
are a
out there
total mini dad?
moto
I am,
dad,
man.
yelling at him.
Slow down, stand up, elbows up.
Oh no.
But dude, what the best is though when he crashes. You okay? Yeah. Are you sure? Like when you can hear him, like take it off. I don't even want to hear him because he's in so much pain. You can totally tell when the bars hit him in the chest, and he's just like.
The wind knocked out of him.
Yeah.
When you, like the moment you're about to die and your wind comes
Yep.
back, you're like, thank
But my youngest with it on, I've never. I swear to God, I could record it and just. No. Hey Ryan, where are you? Hey, focus. What? Oh my God. Hey, hi John T. Like to my driver, he'd be like, hi John T. Okay. Oop, I skidded in that corner. Like, excuse me, kid. I'm gonna come by you. Thank you. And it's like he can't hear you. Stop talking.
He thinks they all
So-
have a mic.
Yeah. Oh, he's fully because he can hear him. Like you can hear himself. So he, no. Like, can I get by? I'm like, dude, Evan, stop, man. He can't even hear you. And like, why aren't you breathing heavy? What? You're not even trying right now. What? Okay.
Bye, Dad.
Hey, but no, literally when he jumps, I'm like, oh, dude, I'm like, seriously, standing up, it looks so good. Thank you. I'm like, you don't need to say thank you. Just ride.
Imagine if he had a push to pass.
Oh,
And they're like, don't
God.
pass. Okay.
Okay. Like, oh, he'll fully just. I'm like, they'll get done. I'm like, where'd all the mud come from? The track isn't even mud. Oh, there's mud on the other end. Yeah, on the inside of that corner. Yeah, I went in it. Why?
Hey,
I like the mud.
you need to put a GoPro on him and mic it
No,
up so he
I'm
can
telling
make
you,
your
if
edit.
you, that's actually a good idea. If I can mic that up, if you listen to how, it is amazing. To me, I'm sitting there going like, it's so freaking cute. I don't even like for him. Look, you just do what you do. You literally just go out there and do you because
Yeah,
it's like
fun.
he is so funny. Like he just on his own. To me, like the way he talks, I'm like, are you even paying attention to making sure? Are you on the track? Like I get worried that he's just gonna wander off.
Because he's so calm and just
Oh,
collected.
he's totally cruising, like, hey, like, but he does, like, hey, thank you, like, that's so much fun.
That is so
Oh,
cute.
man.
That is
So-
awesome.
Slumpbuster 100 is very adamant about this. He wants to know when the wedding is. He's asked multiple times.
What?
Whoa.
I've been getting, like, I asked people the other day, I was like, ask me questions, and then, like, 2 of them, I was like, I'm not even posting this. I was like, we got racing to do.
Yeah, that's
Wait.
a long ways, bud.
Believe me, that's where that whole alley thing racing turned out. I was like, oh, I bought her a Jeep, got her all ready to go. And then you get the whole wedding thing. Wedding turns into like, oh, you got to plan it, which is gnarly. And then you go and,
So
oh,
I'm
we're
not
going to do
good
a
at that.
honeymoon. And then wham, you get pregnant. And then dude, it never she's
Never
doing it
ends?
now. My kids are 6 and 4. And just now I'm learning for the first time ever that you got to like, they need breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like having
5
kids.
meals a day.
Ah, dude, they're a lot of
So,
work.
We got 2, both of our contracts are for 2 more years, so
Yeah,
none
you're
of that
ba-
can
yeah.
happen.
Still young for 2 more years. Hey, don't
That's
it's
what
like
I'm saying,
Until
dude.
until you get slowed down though. It's like this. It keeps going. Like I kept thinking the same thing. Like maybe this year, I'll do something. And like this is it, dude. We need to quit. I'm like, all right, it's time.
Something else comes up.
Yeah, I'm old as shit. And they're like, no. Like I just re-signed my monster deal for 2 more years. I'm like, oh, I'm not done yet.
Sorry,
Not
babe.
done. Yeah. I told her at the beginning, maybe this will be the year they want me to like do less. It's time. Maybe I'm old. I'm 36 years old. I was like, Not now. I'm gonna be 40, dude. Sending it on dirt bikes, 110s.
Sending it on sock 110 with Skechers on.
I don't wear Skechers. Oh, dude, I'm in these new ones. My wife bought me. Instagram. They have a steel toe.
What?
No way.
Yep. And but see the bottom soft.
Nice, dude. You don't stub
Ventilation.
your toe now.
I don't even know the brand because they are no lie. An ad on Instagram because I said, oh, I need to get new work shoes, which now Instagram listens. So now it came out. She's like, oh, they say they're comfortable, and whatever she buys, I wear, and that's what I'm wearing.
All right, so final question for everybody. Michael wants to know, ultimate adventure, where are you going?
I don't know. Being a rally racer is pretty tough, like for an ultimate adventure, because we kind of go everywhere
Yeah.
already.
I would say
It's really hard though. It's
I
not
would
that
say
easy.
I've never like obviously I've done all like the Peru stuff down south now. Like for me, I've been to, going to Morocco and over there, then now being in Saudi and Abu Dhabi over there. Like I think it'd be cool to go explore. I don't know if I'd want to race a Fink rally
Yeah.
or race, but I'd like to go explore Australia. I feel like there's some areas that you can go to some crazy beaches because they have mountain ranges.
What kind of beaches are you talking about?
Dude, white sandy beaches.
Yeah.
White sandy beaches. But I'm not even a beach guy. I went to the beach first time. I had to take my kids somewhere. Dude, they're gonna drive me nuts in my house. The first time my wife went training. And but what I'd like to do is just drive and explore. The ultimate challenge would be finding places that are like super gnarly and like but different climate. I don't want to be hot. Like I don't want to go to Death Valley in the summer and be like, oh, I'm going to go figure out how to get across this lake bed or dry lake bed. But I'd like to go where it's like unique terrain, trees, but
Like
ocean.
with a Jeep though?
Yeah. I don't. Is this more ultimate adventure? I'm thinking ultimate adventure. I've already racing. I don't even know where else we could go. I don't know anything because everywhere we go is new.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we're gonna go to new parts of Saudi, which we're not even doing that.
We just did a lap around Saudi, dude.
Yeah, I
We're
was
talking
gonna
about a new part.
Dude, okay, I will say one place I'd like to go. I'd race there, like day 3 or 4 when we did the
Where it snowed.
Yes, but where it was sand dunes with the rock sculptures.
Oh yeah, Star Wars Canyon.
Yes, that was the sickest thing I've ever driven on in my life and they had like some plants occasionally where it'd be down deep but it's dry and you're just. Those sand washes before it gets chewed up where it's like 10 miles of just super fast like sand? It was that
stuff,
for
yeah.
80 miles. As fast as you could go. No cliffs, no jumps, no whoops, no chatter bumps. Just full sand. Oh, my God. That was the sickest. To this day, that's the best racing moment I've ever. And once again, like win or lose was less than 30 seconds on that, but it was like epic.
Yeah, the scenery, the mountains.
What about you? Where would you go in the world?
I don't know, dude. That's a hard question. Like I want to just go anywhere in vacation, but I don't even know where to go. So, like white sandy beaches sound pretty cool, but also like a rainforest would be cool. Like anywhere but the desert would be cool because I live in the desert and everything I do is in the desert. So it'd be cool to go outside of the desert. So I don't even know. Just buy me a plane ticket. I'll go somewhere. I don't know. Surprise
What about
me.
you, Sarah? What about you?
I've always kind of had on the bucket list. I want to go and drive places like anywhere I really vacation. I want to find something fun to do, like driving wise too. Like I don't know, even if it's like
Driving's the worst thing invented, dude.
Well, no, like
Driving
even if it's
sucks.
going to Japan and like seeing like those bikes that you're talking about or whatever.
Tut-tut?
No, they have
Tuk-tuk?
like all these sounds they make out of them. I don't know what they even are. But like just something like that, experience something new somewhere. But I want to go to Thailand, Japan, and then
Oof.
like
I've been to Thailand.
Greece.
Never been there. Been to Thailand though. That's amazing.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did you go on like the beach side?
Yes, and we
Yeah.
flew to Koh Samui. It's like a small island off, right out of whatever the main portion of Thailand, and it was like phenomenal,
Yeah.
dude.
That'd be cool.
Amazing. The beaches, just like you're saying, like the food. I like Thai food, so the
Dude,
food
so
is
good.
It is good.
unbelievable. Like
Yeah.
everything you can eat there is so good. So no, the place is amazing for sure. Anything else?
Nah, well, we have one, but it's just like UTV banter. We don't need to deal with it. No, but as far as adventure goes, your idea to go to South America is like one of those.
Driving from here down.
Yeah.
So one of my
You go to Patagonia.
Well, before I was doing some research, and I was going to do it, I think this year. I planned it 2 years ago. Planned a trip. I was going to drive from here to the Panama Canal, and then I was going to put my Jeep or whatever I was going to drive the Jeeps in the container and drive them home. So the goal would be from here to Panama Canal all the way down, like finding unique areas to like go exploring and then drive all the way down there. Stop in Cancun, like which is out of the way because it's on the other coast, but literally going and finding these hot destination spots because there's some like crazy beaches and surf spots along the way. I don't surf, but just to name the spots,
Yeah,
at
yeah.
least it'd be cool to go. Like,
Other
and-
people would be like,
oh,
man,
right,
you
that's and
know?
that was kind of the whole
Yeah.
aspect. They're like, oh, I know exactly where is that? Like that beach. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, I boogie boarded it.
I brought my sponge. and I
Yeah,
did it.
but no, but then would go to Panama Canal and then get the Jeeps, transfer them home, wait until the following year, ship the Jeeps back down, but on the opposite side of the Panama Canal, and then go all the way south, all the way down. And
That'd
then
be cool.
basically, my grandparents did that in the 80s.
Really?
In a
Yeah.
wagon?
And then they did the opposite. They they rented or bought the Jeep trucks. What are they? The Cherokee truck? I don't know.
Gladiator, dude. Duh.
The old one. I don't know what it's called. Comanche? Yeah, the Comanche. They bought it, went all the way down, and then sold them off there and left them and flew home.
That's
So
cool.
That's rad. I met some guys like 3 years ago at the Atacama rally that bought DRZ 400 or something, and they went from Canada all the way down to the point in South America.
no
And
way.
yeah, they sold the bikes when they got there. They quit their jobs at home in Canada, rode all the way down, got to the bottom, sold their bikes for their plane ticket, and flew home.
That's gnarly.
3 dudes, yeah.
What's crazy though is even in Saudi, like how there's like group of motorcycle riders that fully just, we're just riding, like nowhere, like just riding bikes on the, you know what I mean? Like they
Don't
go
know
out,
where to go.
nowhere to go, like
No
just
destination.
no, yeah.
A bunch of girls that Allie's going to be hanging out with just got back from South America, and they just did a bunch of monkey 50s, and they rode through all the towns.
Monkey.
It's just up, like the 50s, like the old monkeys. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
What?
There's like
So
6 of
dangerous,
them
dude.
girls just on
I
little
wouldn't.
50s.
Yeah, I mean, she can drive a Jeep here in California and Arizona and Utah, and that's about it. I'm not. She's not rally racer. Even if, dude, that's what I'm like.
Laying
All
down
the
the
places
law.
I've gone, like if you sit there and look at where a rally racer has to go versus like Score and Best in Desert, it's like, dude, like we get some
Pretty hairy.
gnarly areas, and then like just like you're saying, like you had to do, like when you're racing rally, you break down and they can't get you. Like, all right, we'll see you in the morning. We'll get a helicopter to you. It's like, are you safe? It's like, no, I'm dehydrated. That's exactly how, but it's gnarly. Like you don't realize that, like, dude, we get in some gnarly spots. Like if something went wrong, like we're far. Like even if you had to go to the hospital, like, dude, we're so far from home. It's crazy to think that, like,
Yeah.
there's some, like even in Baja, it's like, okay, no matter what, like pretty much no matter what, like there's some sort of airport or transportation within 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
It's like in Saudi, it's like, oh, we're 2 days from anything. It's like, okay. And then that's still an 18-hour flight to get
Yeah.
home. Super
Yeah.
gnarly. So is that it, Kyle?
One was the same Jason dude said, would you cross the Darien Gap? I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
I don't know
what
what that is either. Jason.
No, we.
That was your Jam and J guy.
Yeah, I don't know what that
I
is.
don't know.
What? No, I've heard of it. Something.
Maybe down in Panama.
It might be. I think that it might be. So,
That's
well,
all our questions.
hey, well, here's the deal. Thank you guys for coming on. It's already been an hour. Actually, more than that. I appreciate it. Great time.
We were on time though, dude.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. I'm sorry for everyone for waiting. That is not my style. Actually, it is, but I'm trying to
It's
get
not
better.
my style, but it is.
It-
I know.
So-
I didn't even plan to be on the mic. I was
So,
here just.
oh no, it's
watching
great.
you
We
guys.
appreciate it. Driving Line. Thank you guys, Nito. Thank you guys very much. We will see you guys next week, and that's a wrap.
You.
Oh.